And now, for the Scotland Times News. Today we're going to be covering the whole story of how the Thane of Condor's castle has moved into other hands. Also, the tragic, tragic death of our King Duncan. He will be in our hearts forever. Yesterday, I had to inspect a very gruesome scene. Our king was murdered. The lovable, admirable King Duncan was slaughtered in Macbeth's castle. His own 2 guards were found covered in blood with daggers beside them. However, they couldn't be questioned because Macbeth savagely slaughtered them for their treacherous treason. However, there was also drippings of blood leading to the well. Was there a third party? Or was it just the 2 guards? Tune in later for exclusive interviews just at the Scotland Times, and also more information as it's found, keeping you up to date. This is crime scene reporter, Horsdane. And now, a word from the king's eldest son, Malcolm.
My father was a great and noble man. What he did for our country shall be remembered for hundreds of years. He was not only a great king, but a great father who died way too young. I remember when he taught me to ride my first horse. I kept falling off and falling off. And what he said to me, it changed my life forever. He told me, perseverance trumps talent. It's not how many times you fall off, it's how many times you pick yourself up. Unfortunately, he could not pick himself up that morning. But he's in heaven now, back with the God that made him king. I know he's up there looking down at us, making us promise to avenge his death. I'll try, Dad.
And that was a word from Malcolm, the king's eldest son.
And now, an exclusive of Scotland Times interview with Donald Bain, King Duncan's youngest son. Now, where were you on the night of the murder?
I was sleeping in my quarters with my brother Malcolm, and we just woke up too late to stop the tragedy.
I'm so sorry for your loss. I can't begin to imagine how you feel. Can you tell us?
Well, it's my father. I mean, I'm still in shock. He just died. I feel sick to my stomach from the hole in my chest. Memories hurt so much, but it's the memories that we can't make that hurt so much more. Stress and frustration and anger, it's all just a storm feuding in my mind, but it's the rain of sadness from those clouds that really plagues me.
That was very heartfelt. What are your plans now?
I'm not sure. I mean, if the murderer killed for power, then it's Malcolm next, and me after that. Fear spreads like a sickness. If only we had the evidence to convict the murderer.
Were the murderers not killed?
You can ask Macbeth about that, but I must be in a rush. We'll now speak to the porter. Sir, are you okay?
Hell. Who's waking me up at this hour? Oh, Satan's giving me a killer hangover.
We're sorry, but our viewers need to know everything.
Yeah, well, late last night someone came and knocking at the door hard as God. Migraine-inducing jerk.
Who was knocking?
Macduff. Well, one who found the king dead. Oh, well, I guess the king's with the angels now.
You seem to have a fond spot for religion. As the king is appointed by God, do you believe this was all meant to be?
Well, God's who I live for. Satan should burn in hell. Oh, well, I guess the snake owns the place. Anyone who's appointed by King of Kings is, well, dear in my heart. Oh, may the Beelzebub burn the bastard who killed the king. Well, give me a drink. We'll toast the memory of our beloved angel.
Toast indeed. That's all, sir. Thanks for being of service. Here we have the beautiful Lady Macbeth. Hello.
Thank you, sir.
So, we're here today to ask your description of King Duncan's death. What happened?
Oh, it's just terrible. One night I'm dancing away with the king and the next he's murdered.
Now, Lady Macbeth, how do you feel about all this happening in your house?
I'm horrified. To defile our name like this? Please.
I see. I must ask, who do you think are the murderers?
It's that Malcolm and Donald thing. They're to blame.
But your husband claims to have killed the murderers?
Yeah, well, who do you think hired the murderers? Malcolm and Donald may have the most to gain.
Very true, Lady Macbeth. But that's all the time we have. Thank you for shedding new light on this situation. Next, let's go over to my colleague with an interview with Banquo.
Thank you, colleague. I'm here with Banquo. How are you?
I have been better, sir,
Tell us why.
because this treason has befallen on us.
Yes, it's most tragic. If you can, tell us what happened.
Well, late last night, the king was stabbed repeatedly in his quarters, only to be found this morning by Macduff.
It's being said that the king's guards were found holding bloody daggers and just covered in the king's blood. Were they the killers?
In appearance, yes. However, we were not able to question them. Though, I believe they are framed.
Framed by who?
For that I cannot say. One thing's for sure, the story has only just begun.
You heard it here at the Scotland Times. There's more story just waiting to surface. But, will it?
And now, for a one-on-one interview with the new king-to-be, Macbeth. So, how do you feel about the death that took place at your own house?
Oh, the woe, the sadness. I'm just happy I got the chance to kill the bastards. In my own castle, they're cowards, they're filth. And if only everyone could love the king as I loved the king.
Funny you should say that. I've heard rumors that you're the murderer.
Preposterous! You come into my own home and accuse me like that? Such blasphemy. After I've been so generously gifted by the king, how could you say this? I myself killed the murderers. They thought they could just wash themselves off of their guilt by the well.
That hasn't been released yet. How do you know they had the blood by the well?
Listen, we both need to calm down a little. Let me grab you a drink.
Interesting.
To the king.
What is this?
It's a special sweetener. It will calm your nerves. Gets rid of my stresses all the time. And now, for the horoscopes from the Scotland Times. We're taking in letters from our viewers to see what their horoscope is. The first letter is from Lady Macbeth. She's a Taurus. You're a strong-willed person. The tables shall turn, though. Those who were your victims shall become an unstoppable force. A rise to power creates a further fall for you. Beware the heights you can reach. Ha. All right. Who's our next letter from? Banquo. He's an Aquarius. A close friend will turn in these strange, strange times. Beware the number 3. A hard decision that decides your loyalty and your morals can make or break your entire life. Looks like we're in for some dark times, ladies and gents. Who's the last? It is from Fleance. He's a Capricorn. Prepare to lose something of great importance to you. Secrets between close relationships will bring grief into your life. Oh, jeez. Be ready to change plans, be on your toes, and be hasty at all costs. When 2 turns to 3, another 2 will change to 1. Whatever that means. That's your horoscopes for today from the Scotland Times. This is the Scotland Times News. Hope you got all up to date. If you have any juicy tips for us, send us a letter. Now, tune in again at 11 for any new updates. This is Reporter Horstein. And now, for the Scotland Times newscast.
Oh. And now, a word from the king's eldest son, Malcolm. Are you serious?
If you have any